Sometimes the question arises, what relevance can a playwright that lived 400 years ago have in today's world? I usually mention Paul to show thine own self be true speech. Sadly, it is often lost on my audience. Rather, here is an example of a more concrete and easily understood nature. This is Shakespeare talking about astrology. William Shakespeare lived from 1564 until 1616. He was an English poet and playwright, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist. He is often called England's national poet, and the Bard of Avon. His surviving works, including some collaborations, consist of 38 plays, 154 sonnets, 2 long narrative poems, and several other poems. His plays have been translated into every major living language and are performed more often than those of any other playwright. Keep in mind that in those days the idea of the stars and planets influencing people's personality was accepted as fact. Shakespeare often used astrology in his plays. He also recognized the controversy of free will versus predestination. In this passage from King Lear, the villain Edmund explains the foolishness of using astrology to explain human nature. This is the excellent foppery of the world, that, when we are sick in fortune, often the surfeit of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters the sun, the moon, and the stars. As if we were villains on necessity. Fools by heavenly compulsion. Knaves, thieves, and treachers by spherical predominance. Drunkards, liars, and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence. And all that we are evil in, by a divine thrusting on an admirable evasion of whoremaster man, to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star. My father compounded with my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under Ursa Major, so that it follows I am rough and lecherous. Foot. I should have been that I am, had the mightiest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardizing.
As always, your ratings and comments are much appreciated.